Ladies and gentlemen, the dragon has arrived. Woo! Draconics. Woo! The dragons came to me. And this is a new ordeal for me, so talking with the dragons and using draconic wisdom is gonna be interesting. Let's get into it. Dragons, what do you have to say to the collective? 9 of coins. Ooh. Get ready for abundance. Get ready for culmination of resources. Get ready for you to stand up and take the lead and shine and roar and breathe your fire, dragon. Those dragons are waking up. Ooh, love in reverse though. The dragon might be coming out in a form that says to yourself, I'm no longer going to stand for this. I'm not going to take this anymore. This isn't going to... Your dragon is coming out and your dragon is saying, no. It's a hard no. It's a hard left. It's a hard, we're getting out of there. All right? 2 of Cups. Love in reverse into 2 of Cups. 9 of Coins. Complete abundance. Community. Resources abound. Love in reverse. Maybe you're walking away from someone. But this is so you can come together to yourself. This is so you can attract what you truly deserve. And here's the deal. The dragon is mighty. And the dragon takes its stand. And here you are taking your stand. Unwilling, unrelentless, unwilling to let your standard fall below the level that it's at. The dragons are supporting you. You are riding on the dragon's back, okay? 10 of batons, and you're releasing burdens that are not yours, temptations that are not yours, karma that is associated with the people that you are using your dragon to get away from. Your dragon is coming up and out through the throat chakra, through the heart, through the third eye, through the crown. You're embodying draconic wisdom at this time. 9 of Cups, this is sweet victory. Yes, yes. Because you've aligned with this draconic energy, you will get what you want. You will get what you wished for. Everything that you want. Okay, we have 9 of Coins, we have 9 of Cups, both upright. These are great cards to see. Okay, and I feel like you just have this, this is some strong energy, guys. This is like some dominion energy. This is freaking powerful stuff here. Okay? 7 of batons. It's like you've been planning this your whole life, but that dragon was lying dormant inside of your belly, and now you've woken, you've stirred up that dragon, and that dragon is still sleepy, but that dragon is alive and waking up. And getting more and more powerful by the day, by the hour, by the minute. And you're feeling it in your heart. You're feeling it in your body. You're feeling those wings start to come up and out of your back so that you can fly again. Planning your legacy, planning your community, planning your purpose. Because I feel like the Draconics are giving you a purpose here. The Tower. But they're doing it through you being a tower. They're doing it through some sort of demolition. Love in reverse, walking away. Demolishing things that do not serve you, but that you love. Demolishing things that do not serve you, but feel so good. Okay, 7 of Cups. And so now here the dragon is. I feel like just saying dragon over and over and over again. But here you are being presented with choices. After a tower, after a big calamity. And I feel like this calamity didn't need to happen, but it needed to happen if you were going to take your stand. If you were going to wake up this dragon, it needed to happen. And so the dragon is thankful, but the tower is ensuing. And so now you will have to make a choice. But Spirit is coming in and saying, be patient. Allow this dragon, allow yourself to associate with this draconic energy. Okay, not a batons in reverse. Don't be too haughty. You might have people around you who want this energy. who desire this energy, who find power in this energy. Okay? This energy isn't given to anyone. It's given to those who know how to protect themselves, because when you summon the dragon energy, you become a target. You become a light in the darkness, and now all of the demons can see you. But you are not afraid. Okay, 3 of coins, 8 of coins, upright. Listen, and you've just barely breached the surface of your draconic potential. These dragons are coming in and saying, this is just at the tip, the very, very little tip of the iceberg of the power that you have inside of you. And how you handle this power is how we're going to determine whether or not we give you more. But I feel as though you're working on it. I feel as though you're doing your due diligence. You're taking the correct steps. You're making the right moves. You're speaking truth. You're coming together into union with yourself so that you can project an aura of protection around you and those that you love. Okay, 8 of coins, but you're working on it. You barely touched the potential of it. All of the power that you've currently felt from the Draconics, this is just the beginning. Okay, this is just the very beginning. We haven't even hit the first chapter. This is the preface of the story, and there's multiple books. Okay, this is a legacy novel. 6 of coins in reverse. Listen, you've been way too given. Okay, you have all of this abundance inside of you, and without the dragon, it's difficult to recognize our own abundance. It's difficult to claim it. It's difficult to say, okay, I am it. But now here we go. You're no longer in that mode of unequal give and take. You're saying to yourself, I'm gonna take my stand. I'm gonna stand up for myself. That's what's happening here. Okay, 2 of coins in reverse. And what that means is letting go and simplifying everything. Okay? The dragon is powerful, but the dragon is also directed and focused. Okay? 2 of coins in reverse, releasing what no longer serves you, simplifying things down, getting a little bit simpler. Okay? I watched this monk, and he talked about the nature of reality. He says reality is like this, right? And he's like, when you just let reality be, it will be there, right? But when you push something away from you, eventually it's going to come flying back at you. And if you try to pull something and hold it towards you, eventually it will go away. And so it rocks and rocks and rocks back into that middle position. And the monk was saying that the middle position, if you just allow things to be in the middle position and you don't create too many ripples, life is easy. Success is easy. Abundance is easy. It's simple. And so I feel like this dragon is giving you this aura that doesn't necessarily create ripples, but attracts in everything. Okay. This is what the dragon is doing. And you're working on it. You're simplifying things down, okay? Ace of batons. Now, here's the thing about this energy. The tower has come in. The love in reverse. You are abundant. 9 of coins. 9 of cups. You are emotionally abundant. You are physically abundant. You are a leader coming into your power. People want this energy. And what I'm getting from the dragons is they want you to stay still. They want you to cultivate him. They want you to cultivate this energy inside of you. Okay? They don't want you to push things away or bring things to you quite yet. Allow it to naturally open up within you and outside of you. Okay? Non-action. 7 of coins in reverse. You don't have to barter for this. You don't have to pay something to get this energy. In fact, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to take any action. And it is non-action. It is you sitting back and reflecting on all of the good that you've done, on all of the good feeling thoughts that you have, and all of the amazing things that you've put into your idea box. Reflecting on these things is going to be incredible for you. Okay? This is going to give you gain. And you don't have to do anything. In fact, doing nothing is better than doing something here. Eight of Cups in reverse. You're coming back out into your power. I feel like there's been this grand, like you were outward and then all of a sudden you got turned inward. And for a while you were turned inward, but now because you were turned inward, you've accessed that dragon energy and now it's turning you back outward so that you can fully express every aspect of the self. Okay? The Empress. Holy Jesus. Holy moly. Holy Jesus. We got the Empress up in this bizet. We got the Knight of Coins in reverse in this bizet. And we got the Eight of Batons upright in this bizet. You got swift. Things are coming to you swift. You have offers coming in. You have opportunities coming in. You have abundance, resources, money coming in. And all you have to do is nothing. In fact, like I'm going to say it again. Don't do anything. Cultivate that dragon. Take your stand. And when people come to you, let them. And be the dragon. Embody it. Okay? Swift moving energy. Swift things coming in. Blessings abound. Offerings. What else? Six of Cups in reverse. A nostalgic feeling. A return back to home. Giving back to yourself rather than giving to everyone around you all the time. Five of Coins. Have you been going through it? Have you been like the only reason that this dragon would have been activated is because there's been some sort of period of time where you've been either ashamed or lonely or guilty, or you felt these negative lower emotions that weren't even yours, this karma that wasn't even yours. You were taking on energies that weren't even yours, and because of that you were in this poverty mind state, you were in this lack mind state. You didn't know how to get your body to move, and you didn't know what was going on because this isn't you. This isn't you. This is all of this energy that you've been picking up on. What's going on here? And so the Five of Cups, you had to make a wish. You had to say, come on, what is it? Just give it to me. Rescue me. What is this energy? How can I get this out of me? And you were like in this mode of prayer, of bhakti, of worship. You devoted yourself to this thing. You said, I will give to you as long as I get this thing. You're like, I just come on, right? Where is it? Ace of Swords in reverse, truth being revealed. You summoning the primordial energy that's been there the entire time. It hasn't not been there. It's always been there. It's just somehow you were convinced outside of it. You were convinced not to believe in it. And now you're realizing the tower has hit, the love in reverse. You've already realized your power. You realize you're a leader. You know that this is who you are. And that's that. This is like parental stuff, guys. This all started when you were a kid. It all started when you didn't have any, you were codependent, and that's just how you had to be because you relied on your parents to raise you. And that's when it all started. That's when the conditioning started. That's when they tried to smite your dragon. That's when they put him in chains and tied him to your gold down below in the root. And here you are summoning, taking up that sword, pulling that sword from the stone so that you can not just conquer your dragon, but you can tame it and ride it into the sunset. Okay? Queen of Coins, you will be Arginine. You will be blessed. Your vision, your legacy, your goals, the people around you will be blessed. You carry a sacred light activation code of the Draconics. This is ancient alchemy. Okay? This is ancient alchemy. This is not New Age. This is when the Draconics were ruling the earth. You are from that line. Okay? And your dragon within you is from that line. And the reason why the Draconics work with you is because you do not smite them. You do not take them down. You encourage them. You tame them. You bring them into their best selves. You work with the dragon, just like how Naruto works with Kurama, the Jinchuriki. This dragon is like a Jinchuriki inside of you, and you are working with it. Okay? It has been sealed inside of you, not by Minato, but by another dragon in the ancient realm. Okay, this is ancient magic. Stuff that you can't access in the new age without certain chemicals, certain activation codes, certain ancient activation codes. Okay? Six of Swords reverse. I feel like you realize that the person that you've been wanting to come save you, it's not even that you've been wanting someone to come save you, it's just that you've been wanting a leader, you've been wanting a mentor, you've been wanting a guide, a seeker, a guru, you've been wanting somebody that you can look up to. And what you're realizing is that somebody is actually within you. And that ancient DNA within you is now activating. And guess what? It's just if all those books on the shelf are what you are, you've only summoned a word. The Moon in reverse. Ooh. Incredible emotional releases here. King of Coins in reverse. We have a father here. Okay? Your actual father also holds ancient DNA. Your actual father, your actual biological father here holds ancient DNA, it seems. Okay? Or one of the people who raised you. King of Coins in reverse. This could be a grandfather. But one person that you know, my left ear is ringing, owns this DNA, has access to it, and has been using it unknowingly for years. Okay? This is an Alexander. This is a conqueror. We have the Moon in reverse, King of Coins in reverse. What is he to do with this? What are you to do with this? The Devil in reverse. Ooh. It seems as though there is someone who knows of this ancient DNA, who almost wants to prevent you from accessing it. Okay? You have sacred codes, and they know how powerful you would be if that dragon got out. Why is this? Why would they also have the ancient codes. Why would they be preventing you from accessing them? Let me see here. Five of Swords. Somebody got to them. Fear got to them in this lifetime. They got to them. The order, they got to them, okay? They scared them. And they don't want you to have to go through the same thing, but you are the one. And if it's not going to be you, it's going to be the next. So there's a sacrificial summoning of a dragon here, a taking on of responsibility here that needs to happen within you. And that is happening within you regardless. You know, as much as this father or this grandfather was trying to protect you, but they were doing it in a negative way. They were trying to leave you unactivated so that you wouldn't have to face whatever you have to face when you turn that dragon on. The Magician, exactly. When you turn that dragon on, well, this person has turned it on in the past, and they faced the darkness, and it was too much for them. Way too much for them. They weren't able to handle it, and so they didn't think that you would be able to handle it. They wanted to protect you, and so they shunned your dragon. They put it down. They put it in shackles. They said, no, I want to protect this person. Put that dragon in shackles. But you're overcoming that. You clearly have overcome that. The dragon's awake now. There's no going back. There is no going back. And I feel as though we might have a shifting happening here. Nine of Swords upright, the Fool in reverse, and Knave of Batons. You're realizing your power, okay? You're realizing how foolish, how foolish life was. How it's almost like, what the heck, man? I had this thing inside me this whole time, and you didn't tell me about it? What the heck? I could have been high flying. I could have been going off into the sunset. I could have been doing all of these things. But you didn't tell me I had this. In fact, you shackled it because you were scared? The heck, man? I'm not scared. You're scared. Right? Knave of Coins. This is your purpose. Okay? This is your purpose. King of Batons in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse. There's too much playful energy. There's too much, like there wasn't enough. It's like this person was like not. They didn't think that you had it in you. They don't think that you have it in you still. Caesar. This is a Caesar. They don't think that you have the necessary powers to do it, but it's not like you're using worldly powers. You're using the power of spirit. King of Swords in reverse. And guess what? Even though you activate it, right? And they wanted to protect you from activating it, so they shackled it. Now that you activated it, it's like they're almost cross with you because you've activated it and they didn't get to. Which is interesting. Dragon energy here. You've summoned the dragon that they were never able to summon. Or when they did summon, they got scared. And so now it's almost like the demons inside of them or the people that took over them are now attacking you. Knave of Swords in reverse. They're trying to strategize against you. They're trying to plan, connive, deceive you. Right? But here we go. Five of Batons. And this is going to be... Your ancestors are watching over this. The Draconics are watching over this. They're protecting you. There's nothing that they can do. Okay? They can try. They can struggle. They can fight. They can put it all together, but they're not going to overcome these crowns. They're not going to overcome the royalty that you are. Okay? Death. That's right. You're ending the cycle. You are the one. You're ending the cycle of generational poverty. You're ending the cycle of generational abuse. You're ending the cycle of all of it. And it starts with you. Okay? What you didn't realize before is that you were sitting on it. Now you know. You're sitting on it. Start cultivating it. Queen of Batons in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune upright. And so what does that mean? That means you're it. That means be who you're going to be. That means we're not getting out of this thing alive. That means at your funeral, people are going to be talking about the rest of their day. Your life is going to be summed up in about 3 paragraphs. Okay? But on the way home, they're going to be thinking about the things that they got to check off their to-do list. Do whatever you want in this life. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay? I love you guys. That's it for today. Bye-bye.